This is Sal Zellemeyer. He worked for the Department of Energy back in 2007 while Solyndra was applying for a loan. And he's worried there could be more Solyndras out there.
I think taxpayers certainly have a right to be concerned that some of the due diligence issues that arose during the Solyndra case could be implicated in some of the more recent loan guarantees.
Here's what you need to know. The Department of Energy got $36 billion from President Obama's stimulus package to fund clean energy projects. That's where Solyndra got its $535 million loan back in 2009.
The true engine of economic growth will always be companies like Solyndra.
But even after Solyndra's collapse, the DOE continued to approve loans right up until a September 2011 deadline. In California, many of those new loans are going to build solar production power. $1.5 billion for a plant in Riverside County. $646 million for another solar plant in Lancaster. $1.2 billion for a solar plant in San Bernardino. And $1.2 billion for another plant in San Luis Obispo. One of the companies, SunPower, posted a loss of nearly $150 million on August 9th, and its stock is down 25%. Just 1 month later, on the eve of the loan program deadline, the DOE approved a $1.2 million loan guarantee to the company. What worries the Government Accountability Office is that when the Energy Department was trying to get the first loans out, some companies did not receive a full review from the DOE Loan Guarantee Office.
When we looked at the 10 loans that had been committed to as of summer 2010, we found that fully 5 of those loans had been committed to without having gone through the full battery of independent analyses that are required in the due diligence process. That's a problem.
The GAO wouldn't identify those companies, but SunPower was not one of that original loan group. California's clean energy promise is attracting a lot of attention. This job fair in Silicon Valley brought dozens of former Solyndra workers hoping to find another clean energy job. John Breen of Fremont is one.
I don't have a job, obviously, but I'm not as worried. I mean, having gone through it once a couple years ago, I know I'll survive it, and we'll just make it work.
Still, what happens when the government seed money runs out is an open question. At the Haas School of Business at UC Berkeley, Severin Borenstein says the government should fund more basic research, not build more factories.
I think it is very sobering to recognize that what the government lost on Solyndra is more than twice the annual budget of ARPA-E, the organization in DOE that's supposed to be financing basic research and development.
And it may be several years before Californians find out whether Solyndra was one bad bet or the tip of an iceberg.